Let's take a quick look at how NewOrg manages donor development and donation processing. I'm going to start by showing you the flexibility NewOrg has in identifying your donor prospects and then moving and monitoring them through the different stages towards making the give. Here is the home page that you see when you first log into NewOrg. I'm clicking on the Contact tab so that we can use the search screen to look up a particular donor prospect. I click Find after entering the last name and let me select the correct match here. Notice here under Groups that George is in the Donor Prospect group as well as some others. This is important in that George will now appear on some reports that I will show you in a bit because of this group assignment. Part of the beauty of NewOrg is how we configure the various information tabs and field layout individually for each one of our client partners. In this case, I'm clicking on the Detail tab and then on the Development sub-tab that was created for this demonstration to show how you can group your custom fields that support your donor prospect management. These fields have been set up as an example of a donor tracking approach. Here we have the type of entity that the donor prospect is. I'm clicking on the drop-down menu and you can see some different options. In NewOrg, all drop-down choices are created uniquely for you and they can be easily modified. Here we have the stage he is in the process. What was the source, or how did we become aware of this prospect? Here we have how much are we seeking from this donor. Now, here are two fields that match a popular donor evaluating model that combines ranking the ability of your prospect to make the gift along with the strength of the relationship between your organization and the prospect. Depending on the size of the gift you are seeking, you may have a requirement for a specific plan to be produced. Now that we have the information here for George, let's take a look at some reports that will summarize your development efforts. Clicking the Reports tab brings us to several report folders, which again are created uniquely for your organization. Let's go into the Donors folder, and I want to show you one report called Donor Prospects that is a good example of how you can use the fields we just reviewed to track your prospects. Reports can be created to allow you to filter by almost any criteria, but most are written so that you can just click Find to run them as is, which is what we will do now. This is an example of one type of report that you can create with NewOrg. Taking a donor prospect from just a name to being a financial supporter of your organization is a process. As I showed earlier, your potential donors move through stages that typically consist of multiple meetings and contacts. This report lists your active donor prospects sorted by the stage of the development process they are in, and then details your interactions with them in chronological order, including narrative comments. Another version of this report summarizes your prospects by stage and provides a count of the number of prospects in each category, as well as the cumulative dollar value of their expected contributions by stage and in total. Clicking the bar and pie icons will automatically provide you with bar charts and pie charts that you can easily copy and paste into other documents or presentations. Please watch Development Video 3 to see how NewOrg tracks the actual contributions from individual donors.